Sometimes in football, the league table doesn't tell the real story. Since Steven Gerrard was appointed their manager in the summer and at the time of writing, Rangers have won just one of 4 Scottish Premiership games. They sit 7th in the table and they've made their worst start for almost 3 decades. But in spite of all this, there is absolutely no doubt that they're in a much better place now than when Gerrard came in. In the formative stages of his managerial career, the Liverpool legend has led Rangers to the Europa League group phase, guiding them through 8 games and 4 rounds of qualifying undefeated. Meanwhile, he's had to navigate an extremely tough opening to the league campaign that saw his side travel to face both of last term's top 2, Aberdeen and Celtic, and has ensured their progression in the League Cup with a comfortable 3-1 win over Kilmarnock, Rangers' bogey team of 2017-18. Gerrard achieved this quick transformation firstly by implementing an organised 4-3-3 shape. Goalkeeper Alan McGregor is protected by a back 4 featuring 2 aerially solid centre-backs in Connor Goldson and Nikola Katic, as well as 2 flying full-backs in James Tavernier and Borna Barisic. Ryan Jack has established himself as the team's first choice number 6, with Scott Arfield, Lassana Koulibaly and Ovie Ejaria competing for the 2 other central midfield berths. The wide roles are taken up by Ryan Kent and, in James Murphy's absence through injury, Kyle Lafferty, while Alfredo Morelos leads the front line. In his early interviews as Rangers manager, Gerrard emphasised aggression in defending. This has been evident in the team's play, though the most important development has been the institution of a clear and compact shape, something the team has lacked in previous seasons. Without the ball, they transition into a 4-1-4-1 shape. The back 4 tends to be stationed closer to the halfway line than their own penalty box, while the central midfielders combine covering the space in front of the defence with harrying the opposition through man-orientated pressing. Both wingers occupy positions in the inside channels. From here they can retain a horizontally compact midfield line while simultaneously discouraging passes out to the opposition fullbacks. Morelos is actively involved in pressing, blocking the centre while moving to pressure the centre-back in possession. Gerrard has brought in a more compact and zonal approach to defence that was seen before at Ibrox, though the most obvious signs of his tactical intelligence have come in moments of adversity. For instance, when Morelos was sent off early against Aberdeen, Rangers were still able to control the majority of the match thanks to their manager's mid-game changes. By bringing both of his wingers inside, he set his team up in a 4-3-2 defensive shape that allowed him to congest the centre and press higher than they otherwise would have done. Offensively, Rangers are also a more complete outfit thanks to Gerrard's influence. The structural issues that caused problems for them in defensive transition last season are no longer so noticeable. At the same time, they are much more effective when it comes to building possession out from the back and through the thirds. Their number 6, usually Jack, often forms a 2-1 triangle with the centre-backs, sometimes dropping between them to create situations of numerical superiority. The other central midfielders, along with the fullbacks and the wingers, vary their movements and often rotate positions to exploit a number of attacking opportunities. The outer central midfielders occasionally drop in diagonally to the side of the centre-backs during build-up. This allows them to receive the ball while not having their back to goal, with a better view of the pitch. In turn, this allows the fullbacks, who are both exceptional crossers, to push forwards down their respective flanks, while the wingers can come inside and offer an option between the lines. Alternatively, the central midfielders push on and swap positions with the wingers, or the wingers stay wide and allow the fullbacks to drive forwards in the inside channels. These variations and rotations help Rangers to outplay pressing, confuse marking, unbalance the opposition's defensive structure, create free men and/or penetrate the opposition's defensive block. Generally speaking, they help to progress the attack, all while retaining some semblance of balance to ensure that they aren't constantly caught out on the counter if they lose the ball. Gerrard may have won just one of his 4 league games as a manager, and he may have lost his first Old Firm derby, but Rangers are better thanks to his tactics, and, with more time to settle in and work on his ideas, the club may soon be able to challenge Celtic for the Scottish Premiership title once again.